Good morning, spacemen. Welcome to Space Operations Delta. I'm Captain Collins, and we are approaching Tides of Avarice. We are now at Beta 6 for patch 5.0. The latest version of 5.0 just released, and this will be my last video that I cover the betas before Tides of Avarice. Next video will be already March the 1st, 2 p.m. Central European Time. The first Tides of Avarice video. So if you don't want to miss that, hit the subscribe button right now. For now, we're going through the changes of Beta 6. And as always, I'm going through the list and talk about the things that I think are most important. Before we start, as always in these beta videos, the quick info that the link to the changelog is in the description down below. If you want to follow me there and read with me, then click that link and keep the video playing. First one, we're starting with a reverted removal of repair drones for M ships. They are back. Way, I know a lot of you want that, and they are back at M ships. Next thing, added salvage specific upkeep missions to station needing tug ships. Good, now you know when you have salvage modules on your station that you also need to have tug ships. What I really like, and that was one thing that I always search in X games, is added key binding to deselect current target. That's really nice because if you want to just fly around without a target, now you have a button for that. And one giant thing that a lot of you modded in their games is now in there naturally, and this is added map filter to toggle rendering of satellite coverage. That is so good. I know that a lot of you are asking for that. I know that a lot of you are asking for mods to change that. You don't need mods anymore. It's now in the game. Toggle satellite coverage with a button. Next thing, you already heard maybe the sounds, this bling-a-ling-a-ling-ling sound. Now you can change this. Added options to change enemy warning sounds. Perfect. Now we can choose others. I hope that they have good sounds. One more addition for the logical station overview I do not talk about. Next one, really nice. Added point to inventory storage in player office. That is perfect. You had to go into the science laboratory before to enter your personal storage on that station, you know, your inventory when the other ships are dropping stuff off at the station. Now you have that also in your personal office. And now we're going to the improvements, and the first improvement is, please stay with me there, hear me out. This is a gigantic change for X4, and this is something where Bernd, the CEO, wanted to move X4 too, and this is more individual sectors because they started with something in these sectors that's not too much individual, and that is the sunlight output, so the sun yield. The most of the sectors had a 100% sun yield, and now we got improved stellar output in Bright Promise and Heart of Acrimony 2. I already saw the changes in my Discord server. The Discord server is amazing. If you want to keep track with all the stuff and you want to exchange with other people, Discord server is amazing. Link is in the description down below. The stellar output did change to 200%. These sectors are now quite valuable. I hope that they're still going to improve by changing other sectors and making maybe some sectors with less sunlight and some sectors with more sunlight, and I hope that this is something that they can gradually put into the game. They got some more improvements there on the list, which are just affecting small parts of the game. I'm not talking about that, and we're going to the fixes. We have some custom game start fixes, we have some story fixes, and so one thing really good, fixed attacking ships sometimes overshooting their target on long distance movement. That should improve the battles. That should improve the battles not only in sector, but also hopefully out of sector. So this time the shots will hopefully just simply hit. Don't get me wrong here. There should always be a chance that turrets and player ships and so are not hitting the target. But for balancing reasons, they should hit more. A few other fixes, again, I do not want to talk about. Next thing that I want to point out is fixed random NPCs wandering into player office. It is kind of nice if people are going into your player office. But you know what would be really cool? If you go into your player office at a certain point and then there is someone waiting for you because you have a quest or so, or that person wants to give you directly, personally, a quest and is coming into your office. Not every single NPC should walk around there. Then we got some more fixes again, stuff like HUD, menu crashes, texts, and so on. But the fourth last point is really nice. You have to read that for yourself. Fixed excessively dirty cockpit glass on Argon L capital ship bridges. They cleaned the windows. That's so good, thank you. Then we got some more fixes for the katana, especially. I don't know why the katana was in these fixes a few times. I don't know what happens there. And some causes of crashes. So now we're advancing fast to Tides of Avarice, and like I said, this will be the last video about betas before Tides of Avarice, and the next video will be already the first video about Tides of Avarice. I have not decided what it will be yet, but here you have some things that YouTube think that you could watch now. Have a good time and see you next time. Bye.